You like those elephant ears at the fair? So do I. But I'm not at the fair all the time, so let's learn to make them at home. We're going to make some elephant ears today, right here on
Mike's Recipes!
Cooking, yeah! What we're going to do is we're going to start off with a dough recipe. We are going to take the dough recipe, flatten it out, and fry it. So, okay, we're going to start with a packet of yeast, which is about 2.5 teaspoons of yeast if you buy it in the bulk. We're going to add sugar, about 1/2 tablespoon of sugar to it. What that's going to do is that's going to help with the reaction with the yeast. It helps feed the yeast. Alright, and once we get the yeast and the sugar in, we're going to add about 1 cup of flour. Some people at this point add their warm water so the yeast could activate by itself, but you could add the dry ingredients first and then add the water. Most bread makers call for that anyways, and the yeast is still going to react. So we're going to add about 1 cup of warm water now, and then we're going to give it a stir. Once we stir it, we're going to wait about 15 minutes and let it sit so the yeast can react, and then we'll come back to it. Alright, this is what it looks like after about 15 minutes. See the bubbles in there? I'm adding about a tablespoon of salt now, and about 1.5 tablespoons of oil. You can use vegetable or olive oil. Olive oil is preferred. I use vegetable oil, and give it a good whisk, incorporate it, and we're going to add another cup of flour. We're going to use a total of about 3 cups of flour. So this is our 2nd cup. This is just to get it kind of started, so I can whisk it and get it started. I don't have to use my hand. So here I got it whisked pretty good, and it's still loosely enough where I can tap it out of the whisk here, see? And once I get it out of the whisk, I'm going to put slowly, a little bit at a time, to make sure I don't put too much flour in. The last cup of flour, I might not use it all. You have to eyeball it and see how it feels. And then I add my cup of, slowly started adding flour. I'm kneading it, turning it. It's still pretty soft here, really squishy and sticky, so I definitely need more flour. I'm going to keep adding and kneading the dough.
Push, pull, push, pull, push. It's still sticky.
It's okay if it's a little sticky. Just make sure it's not like really sticky. You want it to be soft and a little sticky. It's okay. Well, and the more you knead it, the more that flour will get into it too.
Can I do it?
Yeah, you can do a little. Good.
Hold, push, hold, push. It feels like poo.
Does it?
Sticky. Eat it. It's sick.
It's okay. It's dough.
Is it like cookie dough?
Need a little more. Let me see how sticky it is. You know, that ain't too bad actually.
A little more.
Nah, that's good. Alright, I'm gonna just pre-grease the pan before I get my dough ready, so when it's all balled up and ready to put in, it doesn't stick to the pan. I got this smooth, soft, little sticky. Hear it? And I'm going to put it in the bowl. I'm going to cover it with the lid. Some people use a paper towel or a towel. I'm just going to cover it with the lid. Alright, now we're going to let it sit for about 2 hours. You can let it sit for longer. The longer you let it sit, the more of a sourdough taste it's going to have. Alright, so we let it rise for about 2 hours. So it's puffy. How does that look?
Good.
Do you want to eat it?
No.
Alright.
It's sick.
Yeah. So it's puffy. We're going to take it out. And I usually would put a little flour in my hands, but it's not necessary. It's nice and poofy.
Put flour.
we're going to take it and we're going to divide it into sections. So we're going to cut it down the middle. Roll them again in a ball without having to knead them again. You want to grab one of these?
Yeah.
You're going to take it, you're not going to knead it and shove it together. You're just going to take the top, kind of push it around. Yep, it's good. Bless you. Alright, you can do that one too. Good. It's looking pretty good. And you just want to make sure when you're doing it, just like he was doing it, you don't want to push it and knead it because it'll make it tough. You want to keep it poofy. And make sure that it's smooth and round. And then we're going to take one, because we're only using one, and let's see what would be a good size.
The back one.
Back one here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Good choice. And we're going to stick it in the bowl. Just stick it in there. And we're going to let this sit for about 15 minutes just to make sure that it poofs up again. And then we're going to flatten it. And I'm not going to wait the full 15 minutes because I think it's pretty good now. So I'm going to start preheating the pan on a medium-low setting. I have some helpers that knew I was cooking and came over to help.
You keep rolling it.
Yeah. Depending on how thick you want it, it might be too thick for you. You'll see after you fry it. You can always make it thinner. You'll have plenty of dough balls to work with. Alright, go ahead and put it in the fryer. Go straight from the raw dough.
But just don't forget, always make dough balls if you are doing it.
Yeah.
My turn, bye.
And then you put that in there.
I know after Jasmine, I didn't go
Oh, go ahead. There you go. Alright, and it'll cook right in there.
Alright, so
Keep an eye on it. Oh yeah?
Hey, watch out, please. One. Try flip it. No. Oh, I broke almost.
Gonna flip it, and when it's brown on both sides,
Flip it again.
yep, and then when it's brown on both sides, you're gonna take it out and you're gonna form it into a boat.
You got it?
Right, guys?
You got, yeah. Right.
Yeah. How does that taste?
Good.
Good? Is it okay, bad, or good?
Good.
Alright. Alright, when you see it, it's about this brown on both sides. Take it out, put it on a paper towel, and put a cinnamon and sugar mixture sprinkle over it. And there you have it, elephant ears. Before the cinnamon and sugar sprinkle, put a little butter on it. Brush a little butter on it. That's good. Thickness to it, and it makes it a little more soft.
Yeah, and
A little.
so will be
That's my tip for the day. Don't make it so thin.
And it makes it even better.
Yeah. You want to try a piece?
Yeah. Put it in that is hot and good.
Hey, do you got a knife?
Can I have one?
No, but I got I got a garbage bag full of trash. If you want it.
No. Can I try it?
Yeah. It's tasting really good.